Delegate from Suffolk, Delegate Jones.
Speaker, I rise for a point of personal privilege.
Delegate has the floor.
Mr. Speaker, ladies and gentlemen of the House, tomorrow, when you arrive in this chamber, you will have copies of your budget amendments on your desk. There were over 620 budget amendments requested. No, probably more than that were requested, but over 620 will be sitting around the 100 seats, well, not on mine, but I guess 99 seats in this chamber for a mere $1.3 billion each year. You must have forgotten about the caboose budget. You only asked for $10.4 million there, only 15 amendments. So someone was paying attention about that piece of the budget anyway, I guess. But what I wanted to do today is just talk about the budget, the process, where we are and where we're going. As you know, the budget is the most important thing that we do. It is a nonpartisan document, and it's our best opportunity to work together across the aisle. Today at 10 o'clock, I believe Delegate Torian chaired his first subcommittee meeting in the committee, General Government. I had an hour-long meeting today with the governor on the budget and other topics. Our goals this year will be consistent with what we've done in the past. K-12 and lottery will be certainly something that we discuss. Structural balance of the budget has been a theme that this chamber has been very concerned about, along with the Senate and the administration for years. Looking to annualize the pay raise for our state employees in the second year. Fulfilling our pledge to put the reserve fund into the code and to fully fund that after year 6, or to make sure that we have a process in place for that to occur. The revenue reforecast is something important that we must consider and contemplate. And as you probably have read, I have been very clear in my belief, in my remarks, in my belief that we should not reforecast our revenues based on the additional dollars we have received from the non-withholding taxes that have been paid to date. I've spoken with Secretary Lane, spoken with Senators Norman and Hanger, and I do believe we're all on the same page in that regard. Now, what does that mean? That means there will be less money than the outgoing governor might have led us to believe we had last week. I don't blame him for taking credit for additional dollars as he's going out the door. But as we remember or recall, for those who were here in 2014, we were doing very well through the end of April almost, and then the bottom fell out as we got into May. We suspect that much of what we have seen in the non-withholding in December and January are final payments that we would have received in the month of May. It is my thought that there will be some additional refunds that we have not seen in the past, or either payments applied to 2018. Simply stated, I believe what has occurred is that some very good accountants have told their clients that you could advantage yourself by paying your taxes in 17 because you can fully write those off this year, last year, and not this year. And if you had to get a refund, then it would be at a lower tax rate than what you would have had in 17 versus 18. And then we do think there are some additional dollars that came in from people taking gains in the equity market. But we also think there's some activity on bringing money back offshore to the states. So while it is a rosy picture as we see it, we must be conservative and cautious in our approach. As I mentioned, we are going to be committed, as we have in the past, to the core functions of government, and we're going to be good stewards of the taxpayer. I have probably spent in the last week 5 to 6 hours a day meeting with members, and it's been about 50-50. Half have been Democrats and half have been Republicans. My door is always open. I hope that each of you who have filed budget amendments found the staff to be accessible, open to your ideas, and willing to write and put into a document something that you wanted to achieve. Sometimes they might not tell you what you want to hear because they wanted to put it in the proper form that would be ready to be considered by the body. As I look forward, we will start our small group meetings next week, and we'll do something different this year. We're going to actually meet by regions. In the past, we've done, I think, we started doing R's and D's, and we did a mixture of R's and D's together. And I just thought this year doing it by region might help give us on the committee a better feel for what is going on in the various parts of the state and the Commonwealth. So the Valley, South Side, Northern Virginia, Richmond, Hampton Roads, etc. So if you've got any comments or any thoughts on how we can better operate on the 13th floor, as most of you know that have been here, my door is always open. Text is the best way to get me, and I can assure you we will be as transparent as we have in the past. And I look forward to working with each and every one of you as we fashion what is the most important document for the citizens that we have been elected to serve. Speaker, I thank you for the Chamber's time, and I look forward to sitting down with each and every one of you at the proper time.